December is a particularly noteworthy time in wildlife conservation this year, and that's because this December marks the 50th anniversary of the Endangered Species Act. The Endangered Species Act was signed into law in 1973, and it's one of the most important pieces of legislation we have to improve the conservation of threatened and endangered wildlife. Species have been brought back from the brink of extinction thanks to legislation like the Endangered Species Act. Throughout the past several decades, the Minnesota Zoo has championed the conservation of many endangered species. This list includes animals like the African penguin, the Amur tiger, the Asian wild horse, and the black rhino. The Minnesota Zoo has been proud to support black rhino conservation in Namibia, which is located in southwestern Africa, for the past 15 years. Our support there has included basing a biologist, Dr. Jeff Muntefering, in Namibia, and his work really focuses on working with communities, building capacity, increasing the pride that these communities feel in healthy wildlife populations. It's been a hugely successful program, internationally award-winning, and there has been no documented poaching occurring in that portion of Namibia for the past 3.5 years, which is a departure from what's been happening elsewhere across Africa. Closer to home, we also have the opportunity to benefit the conservation of species right here in Minnesota and across the upper Midwest. With our Pollinator Conservation Initiative, we work on 2 federally listed species of butterflies, the Dakota skipper and the Poweshiek skipperling. These are species of butterflies that were once common across Minnesota and the upper Midwest that are now in decline. And our efforts, in coordination with our partners, are seeking to bring them back from the brink of extinction and really help to recover those imperiled populations. Our freshwater mussel conservation program also works with endangered species. And mussels are a really interesting group of animals. They're among the most imperiled group of animals in North America. Now, our work at the Minnesota Zoo really focuses on head starting those animals, so getting them through a vulnerable life history stage and supporting the recovery efforts of our partners such as the DNR and the Fish and Wildlife Service. With threats in the wild increasing, our commitment to saving wildlife in wild places is more important than ever. Your visit in support of the Minnesota Zoo helps to ensure that we can continue to champion the conservation of wildlife right here in Minnesota and around the world.